Gorgeous ones, happy Friday, happy Monday to you. Hello, 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 hello. I was getting up today and having my quiet time, and I felt something very strong on me today. So I wanted to share this with all of you gorgeous ladies in this group. I'm just stoked at how the group is growing. I love the interaction. I love how you ladies are showing up for yourselves, and you actually inspire me. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, lady, I'm just going to wait for some more people to join us. I just want to make sure that we all really hear this and take this in for ourselves today and know that there's so much greatness in all of us. Hey, Mary, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your participation in the group, Mary. I'm loving it. So, ladies, listen, I know that we have empathy. Like I get that we want to do great things for people. We're here to heal. But the people pleasing has to stop. We're not here to do that, ladies. We're not here to people please. I am learning myself, and I'm sure you all have seen this too at some point, that people don't always know what's in their best interests, and people will project on you what they want for themselves, right? And so the thing about it is, when you are in a state of pleasing people, you're not necessarily hearing what's the next step for you. So I want to repeat that because I think that's very, very important for us to understand. And I want to talk about this. I feel like led to talk about this today, that we're on assignment, like we're on a mission. And it's not always going to be pleasing to people how we're going to be doing the work that we're here to do. I know for me, I spent many years, probably, I forget the numbers now, 15 years, over 15 years, living my life according to someone else's plan, someone else's dream for me. And I take full responsibility for that now. But while I was doing it, I didn't quite understand that I could have a dream too. I didn't quite understand that it mattered what I felt, that it mattered what I was doing in the world, like that my gifts mattered, that I mattered. Like I didn't understand all of that, and so I was living someone else's dream. I was doing what I was conditioned to do, and I'm here to tell you that caused a lot of anxiety. And as I began to awaken to who I really am and start to learn and grow and start to develop personally, I started to really understand that I matter, and the work that God's called me to do is a beautiful thing. The giftings that I possess is a beautiful thing, and I'm here to share those giftings, so not necessarily to please people. So I want to tell you that when you're trying to please people, you're literally aborting your vision, your dream, your assignment that you have for you. It's not always pleasing, to people, and we have to be mindful of that as people who are full of empathy. I know I hate to see people hurting. I hate to see people suffering. I want to do everything that I can to help everybody, right? Like that's the temptation. But the reality is, when you're clear about what it is that you're called to do and who you came here to do it with and work for, life becomes so much more effortless. Life becomes so much more joyful. You have less anxiety. And so I want to tell you all, I feel like this is something that we all need to hear in this moment, especially during this time and this season that we're in, ladies, that we don't have to people please, but we get to live by assignment. We get to be aligned to what our giftings are and to use those in the world effectively and not wear ourselves out, not burn ourselves out. So, Mary, you're welcome. There must be a delay. Thank you, Mary. Hey, Mina. Hey, Anna. It's good to see all you ladies. I am just sharing something that's near and dear in my heart. I talk about this a lot, that this is such a shift that's taking place. So I say this in my personal page, but I want to say it here that we are in the midst of a serious paradigm shift if you all are watching. So yeah, we've got the pandemic that's happening. That's obvious to everyone. But then there's some schools of thought that this is happening because 5G is coming on at a higher level now, in which we'll have information moving faster than ever before. So 5G is coming on a global scale. And we also have changes in the currency and the valuation of money that's taking place. And so there's some shifts going on. The old way of doing things is not going to work in this new way of living life. The old thinking, the old, you know, people working until they're 65, all of that's going to be shifting, ladies. And so understand, if you're feeling uncomfortable now, it's more than just COVID that's causing your discomfort. It's the literal shifting in the paradigm in which the world is being run. That's what you're seeing happening. And it also, you also see it on a spiritual level too, in which you've got more and more people praying on a global level. Yesterday, I don't know if you all felt it, but there was literally a global meditation that was going on simultaneously across the world. And I don't know, I felt a shift in the atmosphere, and I don't know if you all felt it too. So my point is, if you're naturally an empathetic person, and most of you in the group, I would venture to say all of you, I haven't met all of you, but I would venture to say if you're attracted to this type of work and you see yourself as a powerhouse spiritual person, then you feel things, like you sense things. And so I'm here to tell you, ladies, that we are not here to people please. We are here to elevate mankind, to bring healing to the world, to elevate the thoughts and ideas of people, to bring people into what's possible for them. That's our work. And so that's not always going to be pleasing to the people, right? That's some people don't always want to change. People, you know, they want to go back to status quo. As I said to you all in an earlier Facebook Live, if you want to check it out, I think it was last week when I was saying that, listen, when all this COVID stuff has settled, people are going to revert back to their old behavior. They're going to go back to desiring and wanting more in their lives and not giving themselves permission to do so. So we are interrupters, right? We get to interrupt what's happening in their life and break the patterns that they're in, and cause us and help them to step into what's new for them, what's ideal for them. So they're longing for it, but they haven't stepped into it yet. And it's because we haven't all come along yet to be that visionary person in their life. And so again, it wouldn't initially be a pleasing situation, but at the end of the day, we are here to bring healing. We are here to elevate people's consciousness, people's awareness, people's relationship with God. That's what we're here to do. And so I want to encourage you all today that if you're in this mode of kind of hanging out, sitting back, keeping quiet because you don't want to hurt anyone, or you don't want to rustle any feathers, I'm here to permit you to go rustle the feathers. Go and help some people. Call someone. Call someone that wants more in life. They've communicated that. You've seen them online. Say so. Call them and tell them what you do. Offer your services. This is the time for us to interrupt people's status quo. This is the time for us to be disruptive. This is the time for us to shake things up for people. Because, one of my mentors told me, and it's so true, sometimes you got to be the eyes and ears for someone who doesn't necessarily know how to get what they want. And you've got to be that mentor. You've got to be that visionary to step into their life and to help to urge them along in their journey. We are like a bridge. I like to think of myself as a bridge. I'm a bridge to helping a person get from where they are to ultimately their dream. We're bridges. So for someone who's suffering with digestive issues and you specialize in digestive issues, then you're that bridge to what they're praying for. You're that bridge to solving that problem, right? And if someone has a cancer diagnosis and you know how to treat it through some type of energetic healing, that's your gifting, that's what you've mastered, then you are now that bridge to bring that healing and that physical relief to that person. And if you're someone who you've got a ministry and you're praying and you're an encourager, I heard some women say that they're an encourager. Well, what can we put together and package so that you can go from just being an encourager to someone that literally takes someone from point A to point B, and really bringing some structure to that so that you can affect change on a higher level. And this is how we have to start looking at what it is that we're here to do. It's kind of time out for us to just be giving our services away, ladies. It's kind of time out for us no longer valuing what it is that we do and really impressing upon the marketplace that we're here to serve, we're here to heal, we're here to help. We facilitate the healing. We don't have the healing powers, but we facilitate, right? We facilitate. Like people get healed in my presence. I am not a healer from a standpoint that I do it. It comes from God. I just facilitate it. I'm just a vessel, as we all are, right? But it's now time for us to communicate that to the world. This is what it is that we do. I'm telling you, these people are primed. People are primed to hear goodness. They're primed to hear, how they can heal, how they can come out of their situation and go into something better. This is an elevation, folks. This is a global elevation experience that we are a part of, and we get to be a part of expanding that and ushering that in. That is our work. So I want to encourage you all that you will not, we're not here to people please, folks. We're here to live a life of impact, a life of service, but also in a way that nourishes us and doesn't drain us. And I hope you all understand my heart when I say that we absolutely get to share, but we don't have to get drained in the process. Yesterday, I was sharing that, if you think about the whole breathing experience, the only way that you can even exhale is if you inhaled first, right? But with respect to your gifts, the things that God's blessed you with to share with the world, if you're constantly just exhaling all the time and giving it and giving it and giving it, but yet you yourself are in some level of need, then please understand them them gifting you or exchanging with you a monetary thing. It's just symbolic of you receiving compensation for that. So you get to nourish yourself, whether that be to go get yourself something nice, get yourself a meal, whatever it is that you need in a physical plane. This is how you get that nourishment. And so we have to make that connection, that we don't necessarily have to work in a just so job or a soul sucking job to and then use our giftings on the side to go be a blessing. Like, we can be used in our totality as to who we are. We're vessels. So I hope you all are getting that. This is something that's really on my heart to share, that we don't have to position ourselves as this martyr, or someone that's laying down their life for the greater good. We don't have to do that to be effective in the world. There are many people that I've worked with in the past where it didn't feel good at first to work with them, because by the time I worked with them and they were draining and they were pulling on me and needing this and needing that and needing this and wanting to do that, I had to learn to take personal responsibility for what I was allowing in my experience and calling it helping people. And once I got more firm in what I was available for, my experience shifted. My experience shifted. And so we get to control that. We get to manage that. We get to put up boundaries of what we'll tolerate and what we will no longer tolerate. And that's why I'm saying, thank you for the heart, Sarah. That's why I'm saying we do not need to people please to be effective in the world. We are not here to live someone else's life. We are not here to bear someone else's cross. We are here on assignment to bring healing, to bring a sign of peace, to bring joy, to bring God's presence in the earth. This is what we're here to do. This is what we're here to do. So I hope you all are getting this, because I was literally just in my quiet time today, and this was so resonant for me. This was just so heavy on me. So I wanted to share that with all of you gorgeous ladies. One of the things you'll learn as we grow together is that part of my endeavors is to become someone who's extremely transparent and someone who is a clear vessel for God to use. And so I'm now learning the value. This is important. I want to share this. I am now learning the value of sharing this journey. And I've had some great sisters along the way to encourage me to do that, because what we tend to do is isolate. And the more women I talk with in this group as we grow, that seems to be a common thread. It's like we isolate. It's like we're growing, we're maturing, we've got these gifts coming on board. We're starting, as God pulls on us and urges us along. We start to embrace the gift more, but it's scary because it's weird, it's odd. And a lot of times we're the only ones in our circle that has this type of thing. And so what do we do with it? Because there's no what to do at your gift school kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so we would then isolate. And for some of us, I know for me, I'll speak personally, isolating was a way for me to get closer to God without having to answer to anyone else, like not have to explain myself. It was just a way for me to just position myself to grow, to hear, to learn, to feel, to experience God. And but then who would I go tell, right? Because it's weird, it's odd. It's like, who else is experiencing that? And so part of the vision for this group is for the people who are quirky. It is for the people who feel odd. It is for the people who feel kind of isolated, kind of like the need to be set aside, because it's a place for us to grow. That's why I call it our sacred space. Because I know when we have a place to come together and express ourselves powerfully, we can grow. And this is how we affect change. We get to get out there with our gifts. It's not our personhood that's going to be the blessing, it's the gift that's within the personhood that's the blessing. So, what we've got to get good at is letting go of getting out of our own way. And so, this space is here to help cultivate an atmosphere of that where we feel safe, we learn more about our own personal growth with God, and when we learn how to align ourselves, our gifts, and to serve people in a greater way. These are skills. These are skills that we get to learn. So I'm excited about this, and I wanted to just come on board today and remind you all, a gift from my quiet time to you is that we're not here to people please. We are not here to live someone else's dream for our lives. We are here to get out of our own way and be a blessing in the earth. Period. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. I want to encourage you all to really take that seriously. And as you're doing your jobs and stuff like that, start to think about really being that powerhouse woman and really impacting people all over the world, because we are now in this is a global economy. This is the global internet. And for those of you that are thinking technologically progressively, we're going into blockchain technology where you can talk with people all over the world at any time that you want. Yesterday, I was on a Zoom call with my family, and I had people on from Canada, here in Texas, and in New York, and different states. I mean, it's like we were all over on one call, through technology. And this is what you can do. This is what you can bring to your clients. This is what you can do to bring your work and impact people. You don't have to be limited to your circle. You don't have to be limited to your block, to your community. You can go all over and help people. This is a worldwide thing. And I just want to encourage all of you beautiful souls in this group to take heed to what I'm saying and know that you're valuable, know that you're meant for more, and know that your desires do matter, that you get to be supported, that you get to be impactful in the world, that you get to leave your legacy, that you get to make a difference to the level that you will allow yourself to. That is all yours. That is all available to you. And you get there by getting out of your own way and allowing your gift to come forth, to go forward and touch the world. All right, ladies? So I just wanted to share that wonderful word with you. I hope you all received it. Thanks for the comments. Any questions? Let me see if I can see anything else. Oh, okay. This is our time. There's some comments. Thank you. You're welcome, Sarah. Mary, this is our time. You're welcome. Thank you so much for your comments. No outlet. What does that mean, Mary, if you're still there? What does no outlet mean? I'll wait for that. Wait for your response. I'm curious. Hey, Athenia. Hey, Sarah. It's good to see you, sweetie. How you doing over there in Canada? Sarah hails to us from beautiful Canada. I love, love, love Canada. So, Mary, what does no outlet mean, hun? I'll wait for you. What does that mean? Hey, Anna. Hey, Mina. Pallavi, we haven't met. Hello. Hi, Karma. How you doing, honey? Guys, I apologize for being so delayed on these responses. I wasn't seeing them come up, so I've got to get more familiar with how Facebook shows us these comments. Okay, Mary, I want to hear back from you. I'm going to sign off now, beautiful ladies. And Mary, when you do catch this, maybe on a replay, I'd love to know what you meant by no outlet. All right. God bless you, beautiful souls. And we will talk again. And again, if you all are interested in learning how you can align your gifts and come up with a solid aligned package for the work that you'll be doing in the world, please click on my link and let's hop on a call and see if what I have to offer will help you in this time. If we're a good fit, I'd love to talk with you. All right, beautiful ladies, have a great rest of the day and we'll talk again. All right, bye-bye.